الو الو الو. بس خليه يجيب من كل حاجة حاجة واحدة، ما يجيبش حاجتين بدل ما يجيب حاجة غلط. يا غيسو، يا غيسو، ده غيسو، غيسو. ايه ده؟ اهانة من اولها طب ولا ايه؟ انا دوكو ده بضني الصراحة، بضني لما بيلعبش غير هو في ده. مم. بقول لك ايه، انزل دوكو مكان بوليسيتش واجيبه هاف. ايه ده؟ ده 120 ثانية خلصوا ولا انا دوست ستارت ولا هو دوست ستارت؟ مم.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
تعرف ان انا 30,000 على السيرفر، فتحت لقيت نفسي 26,000 على السيرفر. يعني ترتيبي زاد من غير ما العب. العيال شكلها عمالة تفشخ في بعض. ده هيخليني 50,000 دول. تعالى ولا
Peter, if you're
بالراحة
looking for a defensive
بالراحة.
blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line. Kunde does well to get it back. Sharp little ball here. Played into space out wide. Out for a
جولي، انت
throw.
اخف واحد في الفرقة يا جولي، ها؟ رأيي ان انت اخف واحد في الفرقة يا جولي.
Pulisic. He has a look up. Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Batistuta. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Batistuta. He's chosen to go back. Shifted it to the flank. Looks across and plays it in.
رفع سيلفستر محترم، رفع. راجل محترم، راجل محترم. يعني انا بحترمك وبحترم دماغك. انا بقدرك وبقدر دماغك، خلي بالك. تعملها ريكورد، يكون فاضي يا ريكورد.
And now they can spring out of defense.
سافر يا رب.
Oh, a delicate chip through.
كم واحد مرتد ده.
Last ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, he's been flattened there.
الكرة مش عايزة تتطفش. ايوه.
That looks a decent ball. He's on it. Can he get away?
ايوه عليك يا جولي، ايوه يا جولي.
And it's Del
ما بلعبش
Piero.
السنة.
Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Julie.
نفس تكمل جميلك يا جولي وركبك ما تتناش مني والكرة تتقطع.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Real chance. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper. Now it's Vieri. Del Piero. Vieri. Oh, easy pickings there.
لا عليك يا ريكارد. لا عليك.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
إبراهيم لا. إبراهيم لا.
It's bounced back off the post. Bergomi. And here's Raul.
يا راجل بيشوطوا من أي حتة من أي وضعية بتروح جواه.
That is entirely justified. Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here. Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they
عديت بس أنت محنك.
they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible. Julie! Cannavaro getting this one clear. And he's quick to get it clear again. And he's quick to snatch it back. It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Raul. De Jong spots it and intercepts. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Julie.
دول الخرا وان تو عيد الباب. عيد الباب بطلوا زينة بقى.
Pass is somewhat less than ideal. Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Del Piero. Oh, that's neat.
Del Piero عمك كسر دي كده. وحش على كوندو.
The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. De Jong. Julie engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Goes for goal! And that is wildly off target. Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Julie.
انت شايف يا محترم كام سرور لو عدى؟ شايف كام سرور لو عدى؟ لو بصات بس اللعيبه بتعرف تباصي كانوا جوان.
Lofted through here. No, that's been intercepted. And the first 45 minutes are up.
ماتش عصيب عصيب.
Neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So off we go once more. Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. Oh, it's a great ball here. And that was very necessary.
هيغلط غلطوا حاج.
Bergomi goes direct. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
يا حاج ما تزعلنيش منك. بتعمل ايه؟
And it's Batistuta. Not the most accurate pass. Cannavaro looking for the run. Again the flag's up.
وريني دي اوفسايد ازاي دي؟ انا عايز اعرف دي اوفسايد ازاي؟ ما عادهاش ليه؟ ما عادهاش ليه؟ وفين الخط اللي بيحطوه؟ عشان الموضوع ده بيحصل كتير.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ibrahimovic. And here's Vieri. And that's a good ball. That is great.
مش حاجة. اوه
So alert.
اوه
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
انشف يا حاج، انشف يا حاج مع
It's all a
الترين اللي
little
انت
bit
بتلعب
desperate,
بدون
but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless.
والله ما ده، ربنا ما ده. ابراهيم لا، ابراهيم لا، ابراهيم اوعى يطرد بس، اوعى يطرد. انذار
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box. It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
بالله عليك، بالله عليك انت سايب اللي في وشك كلهم طرد. يلعن ميتين ام الكوره، يلعن ميتين ام الكوره. انت شفت كم واحد قدام الحاج ضيوف برجعها لي للمدافع، يعني انا مبازيها بريحها مرجعها لي للمدافع. انا بسندها بدماغي، انا بسندها بدماغي يا غسان، بسندها بدماغي اللي في وشي لميتين اللي في وشي، في واحد واثنين وثلاثه في وشي. هو لعبها للرابع اللي هو المدافع اخر واحد في الملعب.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. This ended up in no man's land.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, Neymar, il numero 9. Attenzione, un cambio.
And here's Vieri. Cannavaro does really well there, strong defending.
This is the time you need that pace.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has found him in acres of space.
بجد يا باتستوتا، شفت بالله عليك باتستوتا؟ باتستوتا نط من فوقيه، على الحرام مديني باتستوتا نط من فوقيه.
Up towards the front line. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Del Piero. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He's going for goal.
Oh.
That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, that was smashed with violence even. All he had to do was hit the target.
الحاجات دي انا مش فاهمها، الحاجات دي انا مش عارف افهمها والله. الباص ما اتملاش ربعه حتى، في ثلاثة في وشك، الباصية اللي في اخر الملعب ليه؟
Takes on his marker. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pickford is there to clear. Oh, good-looking ball, and it's De Jong. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, look, he's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
A look and place it forward. De Jong providing an outlet on that flank. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
والله للحاج ضيوف، وربنا للحاج ضيوف.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Milan looking to pass their way through. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Milan truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the pass?
Oh, what has happened here? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Some really good ball movement. Raul. Oh, that's up. And he shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Vieri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
مستفزة بالتوسع والله، حاجة مستفزة أوي. استفزاز استفزاز والله العظيم استفزاز.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. And he's gone backward here. And this is Del Piero. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Kunde.
بالله عليك
And the shot!
بالله عليك دي مربع.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
ماتش خلص ماتش خلص، بس يا رب ما تلبش جون دلوقتي على تيزي دلوقتي. اهو جون على تيزي دلوقتي.
Van Basten. Rijkaard. Milan finding their passes.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di
Brilliantly
recupero.
cut out. Oh, this looks sharp. Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless.
روح هالاند 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 هالاند.
Shot, surely!
أوه!
Oh, what about that? Finally!
طرشة طرشة.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defenses apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
دلعني دلعني.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Las Palmas take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
ماتش خلص حكا.
Drogba with the
Okay.
clearance. But they've got it again. That's
Ooh.
that, the end. Las Palmas have held on. They have doggedly,
Isso.
sometimes frantically,
Oof,
preserved
adrenalina,
the
Eli.
tightest of leads. Haaland
Except
claiming the man
Zé.
of the match award, and there is very little room for argument.
ستة وتلاتين نقطة. في 40 نقطة. ترتيب 21,000. Isso. Fena, cara, isso. Uh. ايوه كده ريس، وبعشقك بعشقك. جامدة. هو اديني في القلوب، اديني في القلوب. ايه اللي حصل ده يا ريس؟ كان نفسي تبقى جنبي دلوقتي انا ريس في الجون ده. في حاجات كده ببقى عايزك تبقى جنبي فيها.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle and either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back
ايوه
in my day.
الحبيب. مين ده ولا بتاع الماتش اللي فات؟
Paraguay with the corner. They're first.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any
ايه
risks.
يا حبيبي يلا كده.
That's the throw.
اصلح اصلح اصلح. جولي، جولي خلي بالك انا ايه. ما يعني ايه، خلي بالك.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, football has plenty of poets and artists, but there is only one Roberto Baggio, the most elegant.
يلا
Most... Oh, what a climb!
بالله عليك
Now,
تتصد.
who's going to be first?
بالله عليك.
Roberto Baggio. Opts for safety.
والله ما باظل ده.
Couple of
بالله عليك
decent early
تتصد.
chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Great vision. Koundé. Julie. And a chance! He scored!
طرشة بالرقم 10 جولي.
Strike.
جولي المكافح معاه من
Was he ever
البداية.
going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
طب انت وقفت ليه؟
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Lovely pass.
روح حق.
But can he get there?
روح حق.
There's no flag.
الله عليك يا حاج.
Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now there's a fine
ماشي
ball.
ماشي ماشي ماشي.
Marmouche, nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Passes short and sharp.
يلا حق.
Chance, shot.
اديني يا حاج. اديني اديني.
A finish right from the top draw. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
روح يا حاج، روح يا حاج لوحده. خش ال 18،
Starting
خش
to
ال
look very
18.
comfortable. It's loose and
حرام
there's a race for
حرام.
the ball. Las Palmas have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Has a look and plays it forward. Right card.
باتيستوتا باظ الميتين واحد. باتيستوتا ما تطفشهاش ليهم.
Well timed, excellent interception. Beckham, pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. That has been cut short.
مفسد هجمات من الدرجة الأولى.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
جون فاجر. بعشقك يا غيسو، بعشقك.
Cannavaro.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
هو ده بناء الهجمة اللي أنا بعشقه.
Is the team's great
هو ده بناء الهجمة اللي أنا بعشقه. يلا هي.
Sharp little ball here.
هدير كده.
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
هاتها.
What has happened here?
مفيش أمان، مفيش أمان في الديفيجن. مين ده؟ مفيش أمان.
Marmoush.
اللي ما أقدر أجيب جون أجيب جون. أوفسايد.
And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Paraguay clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Chips it through. And that should get the job done. That's really well cleared.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Rodri. Las Palmas looking forward to the break after some
معرفش
very
انت
good
بتنزل
work in the
تحت
first
أوي ليه كده.
45 minutes. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. Batistuta's cross. Beckham. Isco. Well, that looks a shot at goal. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Rodri. Isco has created one goal.
يا عم انت بتعمل ايه؟ والله ده بالتاتش.
That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
كمان انا ضارب زميلي.
And it's
ما ضربتوش هو.
Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
عشان 6 شوطات على الجول.
Opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Las Palmas sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Kunde. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Van de Ven. Kunde. Can he get it through? It's clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he cuts out the supply, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Lovely. And the shot! The second half off to a spectacular start. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Paraguay get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Rijkaard. Julie, and he's there's the shot. Loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it.
حط ميتين
They've
امها.
scored. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling.
Can he finish?
خلصها خلصها.
Utopia, and they are cavorting. And there it is.
ادرينالين ادرينالين عالي 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 خالص.
Mini milestone. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
الله على التاكلينج الله على التاكلينج.
So now the difference is 3.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Gets into some space, and he's got his cross in. That's a decent clearance. Marmouche, and this is Marmouche. Marmouche!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
عن تيزا كبستوطة وربنا.
Tries to
طول ما انت بره ال 18 بتلعب ضد.
Cannavaro getting this one clear.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Nedved. And this is and the shot.
ما يجيبش لو جاب هيركب الماتش تاني.
Paraguay have their second corner now. That's the keeper's ball. Las Palmas have the chance to go the other way. Kunde carries the ball down the right. That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Can he get on the end of this? Crosses it. Drogba! Oh, that is a terrific save.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Tries to pass it through. Brilliantly cut out. Rodri pinches it off him. Roberto Baggio. Now, can they get him? And the shot! And it's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
مفيش امان هنا مفيش امان مش عايز اخش فيها جوان.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? It's gone for a throw-in. Las Palmas have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And it's Baggio. Marmouche. Serginho. Now it's Drogba. Could move up a gear here. He is through here. Serginho. Drives it in. Oh, smashing header.
ايوه يا جدعان،
That would have
ايوه
been it.
دروجبا،
Well, his movement has certainly
ايوه
picked up.
دروجبا،
He's got that decisive
كنت
goal in his
خلصتها
mind.
دروجبا. عملت واحدة عملت شابتر بس.
Xavi Alonso. And he's had a hit. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's got tall. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Pulisic spread it left. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played. Costa Curta. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, he's found support out wide. Gets a good foot in there. Costa Curta. Xavi Alonso. Nedved gets into a good position.
Se agregarán 5 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Nedved stood his ground strongly.
يا عم ندفد ده.
Rijkaard. Now Pulisic.
حط في ظهرك يا دروجبا، انت اجمد يا عم.
Played out wide. Kunde's cross. Climbs up big.
حلوة يا حاج والله.
Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Added time is up,
يا غيسو،
and there goes the
العب تاني يا
whistle.
غيسو ولا حبل سكريبت
And so they
اوسخ
have
من
the
اللي انا
outcome
بلعبه.
they desire. A dose of reality and quality.
27 نقطة بس، يعني بره أرضه 27 نقطة بس. أنا تصنيفي ال 18000 دلوقتي. يا ويسون، أنا كمل ماتش كمان ولا إيه؟ يلا بينا. ما بصيتش معايا كام نقطة أنا ولا. حياتي بفاسية مكتومة. ملعوبة، هلعب ضد ملعوبة. شكل فرقته ما فيهاش ملكات كتير، فرقته عادية وأنا خفت. فرقته عادية وأنا خفت. بقول لك إيه، ألعب فان ديفين، ألعب فان ديفين. سيريس أفجر الصراحة، سيريس أفجر بكتير. ربنا يستر، الماتشات دي بتخوفني.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
ايه نقصد ايه، احداد ولا ايه؟ يا رب يبقى فصل.
So
ما
we're up and
فصلش
running.
وداخل يعمل دبل تاتشات.
Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system.
There's the shot!
ايه؟
Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
ايه؟
Las Palmas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
ازاي راحت دي؟
That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will as that is Stutter! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So smooth. A signature
انت
finish.
سفحت لنا وشك
Well, you've
بالجول.
always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we
يا ريتني خدتها
anticipated.
لتحت. كنت عايز
Well, he
احطه في
got
ظهري.
rid because he was under
يا
pressure.
ريتني خدتها لتحت.
Bernardo Silva.
وانا متوتر، بقى اتوتر.
He's going to be
عايز
disappointed with
انتش واحدة
that.
كمان وهو متوتر.
Pulisic threads one in. It's a promising position.
يا ساتر يا رب عليك يا مسكين.
Las Palmas leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Serginho. That's going right the way across. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rijkaard. Oh, that was vital. And he thumps it clear. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
والله
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Morocco are looking lively here.
عارف قريت.
He's shifting through the gears here. Pulisic. And this chance for a shot. And that has been clubbed away. Las Palmas finding their passes. Played back into the centre. Now this could be a chance.
لا بلانتي بلانتي اشوط فين اغيث؟ اشوط فين يا راجل يا بركة؟
themselves a chance from the spot. Casio looking to stare down to unsettle the taker.
يصدها حلوة حلوة.
And they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's on it. Can he get away? Now the
يلا
ball
بس.
in. Casio claims it without any fuss. Hakimi. Van der Ven. Hakimi. Serginho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking to play him in. Now there's a fine ball.
يا ريتني شوت بجول. يا ريتني شوت
Right
بجول.
Short changes him with that pass. And the shot! Look at the space here. Goes for a shot!
عيني عيني.
Relentless! Just
على ريس.
relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Las Palmas find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Batistuta in acres of space out wide. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's Serginho. And they've switched it over to the other side. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And now the breakaway. Julie. Oh, good read.
That
انت
was
ليه
well
ركبك
played,
بتتنى
well stopped.
ليه؟
Morocco looking to pass their way through. Great defending, strong and determined. Batistuta looking to add to his goal. Las Palmas have a free kick.
حلو حلو.
Julie. And Batistuta! Bernardo Silva
المهم هو ما يجيبش جوان.
for Olise.
المهم ما يجيبش جوان.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
And we come to you now with a quick
It's an eye-catching
request to
scoreline,
support
but it's
for
a
our
fair
World
reflection
Charity
on what
Fund.
we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Las Palmas will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Julie will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pulisic.
ازاي بقول بوليسيك؟
Pretty loose
مش
pass.
المفروض بوليسيتش.
Goes for goal! Oh, what has happened here? And the shot!
ده
He
كلام جميل.
scored!
ده كلام جميل.
Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
لا
And
بس
yes,
الجيني مش
it's
هتكملها حاجة
him
هيك.
again.
كنت لسه هقول سيرجينيو بص بيعمل ايه قدامي،
It's become a case
راح
of
شايطها
men
في
against
تيز اللعيب.
boys.
عرفت هو مش هيكمل حاجه عدله.
Nicely intercepted. Looking for the run. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. It'll be a throw-in. Julie. Casio claims comfortably. Bernardo Silva. And here's Batistuta. And he's had a hit.
اوه والله فكرتها
Oh, he
جول.
really got hold of that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Substitutions taking place.
Las Palmas choosing to make the first change.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Tries to pass it through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the
موضوع اللينك
counter-attack.
اب اللي لازم يتعمل على مرتين ده بلينا قوي. على ريسو حلو.
Kunde.
يا ابن المرة سيرجينيو
Las Palmas
كان بيجري ومفيش حد خلاص راح ورجع لي تاني.
And it's Rudiger. Well, that is one way to stop him.
ايه ده؟
Might be danger here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is ended up in no man's land. Shot could be on Haaland!
جاب في وش
Las
الحارس.
Palmas have their second corner now.
ديفيجن واحد بينادي ان شاء الله ريس. ان شاء الله يا ابن قلبي.
Morocco are looking to go forward now. Knocks it into space. And it's Serginho. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Casio claims it
بس
safe.
الجيم ده عملت له اخر تطويره عملت فيها الباصات مفيش فايده فايتينه.
Haaland. That's a good. It's Drogba! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Just about up to 75 minutes. Isco going face to face with his great rival. De Jong. Lovely pass, but shot surely. He's put his foot right through that one. Incredible.
هلعب تاني بعد الماتش ده ريسو ولا كفايه 3 ماتشات؟ كده الماتش ده ضمنوه ان شاء الله خلاص.
Serginho. That's Rudiger. Rijkaard. And he's there to get it away. And that is out of play. Rudiger. Swung over. That's the throw. De Jong. Now it's Drogba.
ايه ده؟
Messi.
انا في حاجات غريبة بدأت تحصل. شكلهم غضبوا عليا وانا لسه في الماتش، لسه ما خلصتش الماتش.
Variety is the spice of
في
football
حاجات
in
غريبة
life
بتحصل
too. They
والله.
need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out
انا
wide.
هاتوا الولد ده، هاتوا الولد ابو اكونت
Hakimi
نيجز ده.
kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Haaland. De Jong. It's played through for him. Drogba.
بص شوت من هنا، شوت من هنا ما تجريش.
Oh, denied at the last.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Morocco have the chance to go the other way.
ايه ده بقى؟ بص حاجات غريبة عمالة تحصل وانا بدأت اخاف.
And he steered it
انا لو
beyond the
كنت
post.
خسران الماتش ده ومتهيألي كنت زماني بسيب دلوقتي.
It's gone
لا
out
انا
for a
العب،
throw in.
انا لسه معايا وقت قد ايه؟ فاضل لي قد ايه؟ لسه معايا وقت عشان عندي عمل شوية.
And he was quick to react. Bernardo
انا ماتش
Silva.
خسرت لا مش مهم، حتى لو خسرت هبقى طالع
Bendición
النهارده ايه
Hakimi
برضه انا
added
كسبان
time.
يعني.
And the number on the board is 3. Passes coming off in quick succession here. This shooting chance! Really well taken goal. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Referee looks at his watch and
جدي
blows his
غريبة
whistle.
جدي
Well, that was a
غريبة
tale of
جدا
two
جدا.
very different teams.
الغدار التاني، الغدار التاني. لعبوا اخر ماتش، كسبت بقى خسرت مش مهم يعني، بس انا عايز احافظ على الخضار ده. بسم الله. أعلى مني. يا رب يا رب يا رب تكمل كده. فيجو 105. فريقه حلو بس يعني ماشي ماشي ماشي. السلام عليكم. وعليكم السلام اخويا عبد الرزاق. وعليكم السلام اخويا يحيى. منورين اخواتي، منورين منورين. ديفيجن واحد على ابواب، منورين. الواد ده معاك كانافارو مقعدك. لا نزل كانافارو، نزل ديفيد فين. حد عايز يشوفني تاني يا جدعان يعمل اشتراك في القناة، يعمل اشتراك في القناة ما ينساش.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
بسم الله.
So we're up and running.
Portugal have traditionally produced wide men of great flair, and Luis Figo is one of their finest.
Without question.
Yeah, he doesn't have explosive pace to call upon, so he's become a master of dropping the shoulder and making those slalom-like movements to progress.
It's come to nothing. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Out to
لا 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 روبرتسون هو عنده فيجو 105.
hit into the he rises. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly
دي
came
نفسك كده
in
في
when no one
الهجمات.
was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Robertson has a look and plays it forward.
عدت
Rijkaard.
احا برضو.
It's a threatening ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
هثبت
That's been
روبرتسون.
one straight back. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
يلعن ميتينك
This
باتستوتا.
time. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. It's a really well-measured ball. Figo gets into a good position. David Villa! David Villa! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The breakthrough strike! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all
يا
due
ابن
to
الوسخ.
wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that. Clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Pulisic. Now it's Batistuta. Pulisic has it in a wide position. Shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. He's gone for goal! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well? Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Looking to play him in. It's out for a goal kick.
والله انا غلطان ما قطش روبرتسون ده من الاول. هو واقف ما كانش جاب جول.
And it's Figo.
بص هي تاني كرة قطعها بسهولة خالص من فيجو.
Now this could be a chance. Gets into some space. Whatever he had in mind, that was not. Can he finish?
آه.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Las Palmas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's gone loose. Vigo. Oh, they could break here. Pulisic. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy looking to penetrate opposition lines. Serginho. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Diaz. Mbappe. Now it's Villa. And he's managed
بص
to
الجول
beat
كان حاطه في جيبه ازاي؟
absolutely everyone.
جول ملوش اي 30 لازمه.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Aimed beyond the defence, looking for options for movement. Oh, that pass isn't the best. De Jong.
حول الله.
Now it's Mbappe. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they've got it again. It's a searching pass. That is a great pick. Real chance!
الله الله.
About as smooth as it gets. They have done it.
الاحتفال بيبقى كده لا.
Equalizer.
الاحتفال بيبقى كده وبيبقى بعد جون شبه ده لا.
To look more and more threatening, Peter. So this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Well, his options
عيدوا
here,
لو
that
انت
was a superb
فيك
choice.
خير
It's
تعيده.
over and
بس انت قايل اصلا.
job done.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of
هاتوا هاتوا
contest
هاتوا
you
توتر
expect.
توتر هاتوا
There's so
اسمه
much
ميتين
class
ام
from both sides.
اذن.
The next goal is going to be so significant.
It's a mighty effort. Oh, split-second reaction.
عشان
And Nistelrooy clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Played out to the right. Gets a good foot in there.
لا حطه في جيبه.
De Jong.
جول ملوش لازمه.
Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's had it taken off him. Pulisic.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Rijkaard. Pedri. And the counter is on. Oh, nice touch. Cross flung in towards the middle. And he gets rid in a hurry. And we hit half-time.
والله
Well, the glass
يجي
is
تاني
either
ان شاء
half
الله يجي
full
تاني.
or half empty.
4 شوطات على
Either
الجول شوط.
side yet truly to impose
والله جبت
themselves,
له عكس ان
and
شاء
it's
الله
level
احسن.
pegging at half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And the game has already resumed here. And that's put paid to a promising move. And the pass is intercepted. He's tried one!
اوه
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
والله ما
Kunde
شايف
with a
حاجه.
beautifully timed run. Now it's Mbappe. Plenty to aim at. Oh, shooting chance! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! A finish of true class! And they're back in front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11.
Las Palmas choosing to make the first change. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And the shot!
ده بيتمرن ما
Wonderful effort
تعملش ربع ده معاه.
himself.
Mbappe clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
Good play on the left-hand side here. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Drogba. He could be in here. Decent chance!
لا لا عن ميتين اوليفر كان.
And again the keeper stands strong. Las Palmas have their second corner now.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
ما ايه اللي خلاني اعمل شوط هجومي وانا متعادل؟
He's a
عملت
sharp
شوط
little
هجومي
ball
وانا
here.
خسران ونسيت.
He can run onto that. Now he's off and running. That's been cut out. Well played. De Jong. Julie puts his foot on the gas.
اه طلع جولي بيجري في
Came
الشوط.
in hard, very hard. Figo. Figo climbs up big. He will be livid with himself.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This
Yeah,
team
I know,
know how
it's
to
short,
counter, and
man.
they'll be looking to do it every
Short.
chance they get.
عايز اخسر الصراحة. الجولين
Se va a
مالهمش اي
producir
لازمة.
un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So,
17.
time for changes on both sides, actually.
عمال عشان
Serán
التيم بتاعي.
sustituidos por el dorsal 15, el dorsal 16. Cambio de
Probing
jugadores.
pass. Pass somewhat off target. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That has been cut short. Rijkaard. He's picked his way through. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, that was vital. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, that's delightful. It's Drogba!
يا دروجبا ما تحسس عليها دروجبا.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Yamal. It is Julie. And the shot! And that could have brought them level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
الماتش ده هخسره.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Las Palmas have their third corner. Oh, sweet feet. And he lines up a cross.
Ah.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
ايه ده؟ بتعملوا
Oh,
ايه؟
he's burst through. Shot
بتعملوا
could be
ايه؟
on. And he shoots. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Nicely aimed pass. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take
دروجبا
place
كان فاضي
because
وعدت منه
he's
لسه.
up against pace.
دروجبا كان فاضي عدت منه ومش عارف عدت ازاي منه. ناطط لوحده.
And he's had it nicked away. Referee has just said play on.
يا حاج.
Right card. Messi. Caceres kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's there to get it away. Rijkaard. And it's Rodri.
Habrá 4
And
minutos
it's
de
Drogba.
descuento.
Nice interception, well timed. And that has been clubbed away. 4 extra minutes added on. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And he thumps it clear. Oh, good steal. He just read it. Well, there's the clearance. Cannavaro makes the interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the...
وهذا الماتش تاني خلاص. خلاص بلا هستنى الماتش تاني. مين ده اللي بيكون معاك؟ عايز اخسر انا، مش عايز اخسر انا. انت على حسب طريقة لعبك، صح؟ حسب طريقة لعبك. ممكن انت
Well,
بتلعب
what a scene we
استحواذ.
have here. There's a real
استحواذ
expectant buzz in the
لما
stadium,
الجون
and the
بينزلوا
players on the
تحت عشان
pitch are raring to go any
باظي كور
minute
قصيرة
now.
كتير.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up.
بتلعب هجمة
And we'll be
مرتدة،
getting underway very soon.
تلاقي المهاجمين بتجري ايه، وتعرف تشمر لها الكورة.
And we're underway.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
And here's Batistuta. It's a good foot in there. Atalanta do have a chance to counter here. De Jong. Doku. Doku will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Marquinhos.
عمال اقطع كورة ترجع للميتين
Rijkaard. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's managed to get free. And a chance! Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, the defence just about climbs up big. He's given the time to pick a pass.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that. Doku really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Drogba. Could move up a gear here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Drogba. He's in a great position here. Now, and he shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Look at the space here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Doku! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Serginho.
صاير يا عم، شو صاير؟
Chance for a shot! In for the pieces! And that is
يا غيسو،
wildly off target.
ايه رايك يا
He's
غيسو؟
annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
العب عرضيات، هلعب عرضيات.
Gabriel. Still goalless at the moment. That is ended up in no man's land. Serginho. Flashes, gets his head on it! Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Good ball over the top. That is a brilliant interception. Pickford with the clearance. Rijkaard. Here's Doku. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Deep cross. Oh, smashing header. Goal!
دخل في أخيرا.
First
بعد
blood
كام شوطة بقى؟
drawn.
بعد كام واحدة؟
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And Batistuta!
يا حول الله يا رب.
And yes, it's
أول شوطة. أول
a
شوطة.
game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
اديها الكرة وخد بحق.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round, and they are clearly concerned.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. They want to be quick to recover this. Conte. Now he's got space here. That has not gone well. De Jong. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lofted in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a pretty loose pass. Brilliantly cut out.
Ci sarà un
Rafinha,
minuto di
it's an
recupero.
imaginative pass. Koundé makes the interception. De Jong. And it's Serginho.
بس لهم هجمة تكمل
And the
طيب.
first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both
تسع
given it
شوطات
a
منهم
really good
خمسة على
go,
الجول.
and they head into the break, all square.
ماشي.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
الألوان
Las
عملت ليه كده؟
Palmas kick off the second half.
الألوان اتغيرت عندك ولا الشاشة ولا إيه يا حسام؟
Doku. Doku going face-to-face with his great rival. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed
لون
easily.
الملعب اتغير ولا الشاشة حصل فيها حاجة ولا
It's
إيه؟
Batistuta. And the through ball. He's being a Martinez! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It's a searching pass. And this is Batistuta. He has found a way through. Shoots! Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Doku. Doku hurtling down that right flank. And that is as far as they're going to go. Ambitious ball here. Doku. Referee's given a throw. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Searching pass he's played there. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
It had to
è di
be.
17.007 spettatori.
That's really well manoeuvred.
آه.
Not the most accurate pass. Raul. Oh, that's a key interception.
Might want to be careful there.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
ميتين أمك يا سلسلة.
Serginho's cross. Courtois claims it without any fuss. Rafinha. Now it's Batistuta. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
بركبان عملتها.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta.
14
They have
هجوم
got changes here,
زي ما
both
بيجي.
sides in fact.
Numero 20, cambio di giocatori.
And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Batistuta. Conte. Nicely aimed pass. Martinez. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
مش فاهم انت بتعمل ايه برضه.
Oh, that's fabulous. And that has been cleared. Batistuta, always looking for that half a chance. Pulisic. Oh, this looks sharp. Julie. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
خلوه باص لحد يظهر له ده.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, nicely intercepted. Haaland receives it in a good position here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rodri. Las Palmas couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And here's Batistuta. Haaland shapes to shoot. And another try.
بص يا سلام بقى. ايوه انا بحب بقى ايه البركه تخدمني مره عشان انا اصلا الاسلوب ده مش لعبه الهالاند.
Trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defenses apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it goes for goal.
So close to drawing level.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
عايز قلت ايه الشاشه حصل لها حاجه ولا ايه؟
Just 5 minutes
لقيت الالوان
left.
عملت فجاه كده.
Haaland. Great
طب ليه
vision.
كده اتخضيت انت كمان فكرت حاجه في الشاشه بتاعتك؟
That's really well cleared.
يا مجنون يا.
So too happy to take that back. Nicely weighted ball. Nicely shaped ball.
Atalanta really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's there to make the challenge. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Rijkaard. 2 minutes to be added on. Opts for safety. And
كسبنا
that
لسه.
is as far
كسبنا
as it
الحمد لله.
goes. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that...
ماشي. احلى مسا عليك يا ريسو. مع ان اللايف ده في ناس قاعده والدنيا حلوه. عندي شغل كمان ساعه بالظبط. احلى مسا عليك يا ريسو. احلى مسا على الناس اللي في اللايف. اللايف ممتع. كل الماتشات فوز. هذا ماتش 1-2 وواحد ماتش قذر ملوش لازمه. بس ماشي. احلى مسا عليك يا بدر. حبيب قلب ريسو.